Rohana, your host for this episode. So for today's episode, we will bring to you a very interesting topic, which is charity warms the souls. So as in this episode, we will see that charity is just not about giving, but also giving wealth, but also by giving our souls something to feed. So for diving into our topic for today, so we are bringing to you our special guest, Chef Imelda Haris, a humanitarian icon from Islamic Relief Malaysia. Assalamualaikum, Chef.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you so much, Hannah, for having me today.
Yeah, thank you so much, Chef, for joining us for today. All right. So before we dive into our topic today, Chef, so maybe you could introduce yourself and tell us about a little bit about your backgrounds to our audience.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Hannah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Imelda Haris. I'm from Kuching, Sarawak, and I'm one of the icon of Islamic Relief Malaysia. I work as a food consultant and also a celebrity chef. So food is my language. Are you hungry at the moment?
Oh, yeah.
But today we're going to talk about charity.
Yeah. We will get a food after this, maybe.
Yes,
yeah,
inshallah.
All right. So, Chef, after you have introduced yourself right now, you are joining an organization, Islamic Relief Malaysia. Maybe you could share about the Islamic Relief Malaysia, how this organization is working on and what they are doing, actually.
All right. Okay, let me share a little bit of the background of Islamic Relief Malaysia. Islamic Relief worldwide. Okay,
yeah,
we have actually in 45 countries, and Islamic Relief started back in 1984 in Birmingham, and it was the founder is Dr. Hani Albana. Actually started from a very small project, but at the end of the day benefit about 16.8 million people around the world.
Yes.
And but then we extended to Islamic Relief Malaysia. Islamic Relief Malaysia was started back 2004 in June, and it's established back in 2004. But Islamic Relief Malaysia, the beauty about Islamic Relief Malaysia is not only giving charity to Muslim, but we also cover all the races in Malaysia.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. So as the organization doing something that actually not everyone knows what is actually Islamic Relief Malaysia. So as you has explained just now, we have known Islamic Relief Malaysia is actually worldwide.
Exactly.
Yeah. So as we know that is Islamic Relief Malaysia, and we also know about your background. So maybe you could share about yourself, about your story, why you joining the charity at the first place, and maybe there is some moments or incident that makes you move into the charity.
Okay, a very interesting question.
Yeah.
Charity actually make me happy. Like making other people happy, satisfying my happiness.
I
so
see.
Whenever I help people or just giving things, or sometimes just sharing story, like sedekah can come from many forms, right? Like from sharing your time or giving some food, or even in terms of monetary, it gives me a different level of satisfaction.
I see. So you think that if you give something to people, you feel satisfied just like that?
Yeah, it feels like whenever people happy, I feel like double, triple happier than that.
Oh,
yeah.
I see. So as you right now you are a chef, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what kind of things that you could do as a charity, as a chef?
Okay. Last time back, I think few years back, before COVID, me and a group of friends, we usually cook and distribute food to the homeless around Kuala Lumpur. So from there, actually, I learned that there's a lot of unfortunate people, like people that can't even afford to rent a room or rent a shelter to cover their head. And at the same time, they don't even have enough money to have a proper meal. So that's where we started to share food and distribute food in KL.
Yeah, I see. So from cooking, you could go to the national recognition. That's so inspiring. Yeah. So yeah, because from cooking, you use your influence to serve for people, for the community. So that's a very inspiring, to thoughtful, and maybe the audience can take Chef Imelda as inspiring journey that you have done through your journey, inshallah. So before we go diving into the next question, maybe you can share what is impactful things that you have learned after you joined the charity.
Okay, sometimes we don't even realize when we give, when we help a person, actually we help not only like extend that you can see with your eyes, but when it touch their feelings and it touch your heart, it's beyond than that. So when we said we are helping people, not only in terms of time, or even like for me, what I do sometimes, I share recipes, and it's a sort of form of sedekah.
I see.
Yeah, because usually when I teach people, I will charge them like cooking classes. But sometimes when I feel just like, okay, this recipe is for you to do, you can do anything with it. You can do business, you can make money, and you can do anything with it. So this is a type of form of sedekah that sometimes you don't even realize. Like you are assisting people to do homework, something like that. Like knowledge, sharing knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah. So you think from that, is that change your perspective of life, actually?
Yeah. Sometimes, okay. Sometimes we don't really know that we are very fortunate. Because when you think that I can't buy this thing because I don't have enough money, but actually there's people, they can't even afford to buy a bread or cookie or even water. So when we think that we are unfortunate, there's other people, it's way beyond that. Sometimes we can't even imagine.
Yeah, I see. So we can say that after you join a charity, involved in charity, you can say that the charity is just not about giving to people, but also reflects who are we actually.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that we can be more empathy, so we can be more sincerity to our actions towards one another. So actually, Chef, if we see that the charity in our perspective, actually, is it charity makes you connected to Islam?
Definitely, definitely. Especially during Ramadan. So during Ramadan, everybody want to have the high mark, the high score. Because everything you want to check, like, okay, I need to sedekah more today. I need to help people today. I need to do, because that's the month where every deeds is multiply by thousands. So yeah, so it's definitely make me feel closer to Islam.
Yeah, because in Islam also taught us to be involved in charity, because yeah, it can be we say that we can serve people more so that people can be happy, us can be happy. Yeah, actually charity is about making ourselves and people happy.
Yeah, actually it's actually not you are sharing something with a person, but actually you are feeding yourself.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, indirectly.
Yeah, indirectly we can in both ways lah. Yes.
Definitely.
Alright, I say. So before we go into our breaks, okay, maybe Chef could give your last words why we need to involve in charity in some ways.
Sometimes we don't even realize when we need to be helped. So when we help people, not that we are like maybe at some point he will help me back, not in that form. But when we help people, we never know when we are in need. So it's just help whatever we can help. Just sedekah what we can sedekah, because you never know when you are in need.
Yeah, I see. So that's all the question for this segment. Maybe we can be back after this. Alright. So before we going into our second segment, to our audience, stay tuned with us, because after this we are going to have a very interesting topic. So don't go anywhere, because we are going to be back with very interesting topic after this. So we will back after this. Adia berkata di bibir tersentuh di jiwa.
Chef 𝐸𝒪𝒐𝒂𝒏 is an inspiring Sarawakian icon, a former Master Chef, Asian contestant, representative of the Islamic Relief Malaysia, and a trainer for Yayasan My Prodigy Malaysia. She has traveled to give support in Bangladesh, proudly shares her culture, and consists of creative, inspiring content that links with her theme of food. Food revolving around culture, a necessity, an expression, and a basic human right. Through her tremendous skills and great character, she seeks to assist the deprived with the help of non-government associations. Islamic Relief Malaysia is a non-government organization based in Selangor, Malaysia. It aims to provide aid and charity for those in need and uses their duties to provide better welfare. Currently, they are striving to help receive funds to the following countries: Palestine, Sudan, Yemen, Somalia, and more. Notably, helping the locals in Malaysia to access education, food, health, and a brighter livelihood. This foundation focuses on providing the utmost support to the unfortunate and guiding a pathway to become a virtuous organization as the Khalifa. They ask thee what they should spend in charity. Say, whatever you spend that is good is for parents and kindred and orphans, and those in want and for wayfarers. And whatever you do that is good, Allah knows it well.
Adia berkata di bibir tersentuh di jiwa. Welcome back everyone to our second segment for this episode. So for this episode, we will look into perspective of Islam about charity. So Chef Imelda, why do you think that charity is important in Islam?
Definitely it's important in Islam because by charity we're actually strengthening our ummah, and at the same time it help purify the soul from greed, from selfishness, and from all the not so good traits. Yeah, by doing charity, actually making you humble, making you more putting your feet to the ground, and at the same time, that like I said earlier on, it makes you happy.
Yeah, I see. So in Islam, it's actually, if we are doing charity, it's making us a better person.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's making us a better person from a charity. So as a charity making us a better person, what is actually charity does for playing roles in guiding or in building a better community of Muslim?
Okay, like we mentioned earlier just now, when we do sedekah, when we do charity, definitely it builds a good character. By having a good character, definitely will spread positivity to the ummah. The ummah may be too big, to surrounding, to maybe to your family, to your siblings, to your best friend, to your bestie, or to people around you. So actually positivity is contagious, because for example, if you are in a very good mood, for example, you're in a class, few friends very sleepy, didn't get good sleep last night, hungry, but when you enter the class, like Assalamualaikum, how's everybody doing? You are actually spreading the positivity. It same goes as charity. Once you're spreading the charity and you feel like, for me, it's very addictive, because like for example, during Ramadan we usually share things, and most of the time we just send sedekah to surau or masjid, but or even to the orphan those who are in needs. But after Ramadan, during Shawwal or after Shawwal, sometimes people, they don't have enough because they already spend a lot during Shawwal. So that's where sometimes it's good to share. If you have extra, if you have more, it's very good to share with people in need.
I see. So maybe you could share some stories joining a humanitarian volunteering or something like you consider as a charity.
Okay. Back in 2023, me and with Islamic Relief Malaysia, me and few friends, Islamic Relief Malaysia with Irma and few other people, we went to Bangladesh for a visit to projects that we've been involved over there, where we donate, where the donation goes to the project. So the most interesting one is when we visited this small village. we wanted to visit the well that we've been building for the community. So from the water well, it's a deep tube well where, okay, the problem with Bangladesh, the water is highly arsenic. They cannot consume the water straight from the tap. They don't even have tap because they are relying on the well. So when we visited the place, can you imagine a water source used by 12 families in a small village?
Oh, that's a very big number.
A very big number. And sometimes it goes to the people from the next village also sharing the same well. And the best part, because they are very good in, technology is very interesting, where they come up with a water well where we can straight drink from the sources. So when they can drink it straight away, and then when you can see joy, but they don't have to walk like 5 kilometers away to get water supply, where they can just like go to, like there's one person who is dedicated to take care of the well, where they can like straight get the water from there. Then it feels like we are here. We don't have to even to have a pail or even to go like 5 kilometers to get water. You just go to the toilet and open the tap, and that's it. It's a very different feeling where they appreciate the water, not like we appreciate our water. So when we were there, we see a different type of joy where they really appreciate things that is basic for us.
I see. So actually from your experience just now, we can see that it's actually volunteering, doing a charity is something that we can learn. Actually, we can be more thoughtful, or we can be more syukur. We say syukur what we have today, because there is some people that those in need is very poor, that makes us we need to syukur for what we have today in our lives.
Definitely.
Yeah. So because we have known that you have doing a charity hand in hand, go to the home, go to the those people in needs. What are the modern ways, what are modern ways that we can use for the people who want to join a charity, doing a volunteering or whatsoever? What kind of ways that they can use in our modern era?
So many ways. Definitely now, like we have Zoom, we have TikTok, where you can spread all the goodness by sharing, especially information. Like for example, nowadays, like I started involved in thread quite often, because over there, like if you want to find anything, you can just type and people will help you. It's actually some sort of charity where when we help people indirectly, we don't even realize that we are helping people. So nowadays there's so many ways. You don't have to be there physically, but if you have extra time, or you can help to do poster, you can help to just spread the news, or even if you have extra, then you can just like transfer. Then somebody else will do it for you. Because right now we are living in our modern era. There is a lot of technology, good technologies, a lot of social media that we can use for spreading kindness, doing a charity. So as we have known the modern era, so the audience out there, maybe we can share our kindness using our technologies that we have today, so that the charity is ongoing, not stop there. And then let me add a bit. Actually, by just sharing, for example, if some people like to do like sedekah Jumaat, and then what you do is you just need to share it with your maybe family, maybe friends, in WhatsApp. That is as simple as that.
Because I have known one thing, Shaf. In Ramadan, we have a sedekah masjid where people share the masjid QR code.
Exactly.
That's a very interesting ways of charity, isn't it? So after we have known about the modern ways, is it the volunteering time or skills is considered as a charity in Islam?
Of course. Sedekah can come in different form. Like I mentioned earlier, it can be from monetary, from time, knowledge, effort, or it can be something that we don't even imagine. So it's a very wide perspective of sedekah.
As a chef, cooking is a skill, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a skill.
Yeah. So from cooking, you serve people, you help people. So that can consider a charity also. So as we know that charity can goes in many ways.
Definitely.
Yeah, many ways. As a chef, if you think, do you think that teaching or giving someone a knowledge is considered as a charity?
Yeah, it's a form of sedekah. Like I mentioned earlier, when you share knowledge and that person used the knowledge to change their living. For example, you're sharing like a recipe of as simple as nasi lemak.
Yeah.
And she used that nasi lemak recipe to sell in the morning and make earning by that. And that earning living, I mean sharing with the kids or raising the family. So the sedekah goes a long way without you realizing it.
Yeah, as a student, what do you think? Advice for students who want to involve in charity. What kind of things or what kind of ways they can doing for doing a charity?
Okay, so usually when you are a student, you don't student are broke.
Yeah,
Seriously, you don't have money. Like seriously, right?
Yeah, betul.
So the best way to contribute is by joining volunteering for project, because as we grow older. But some people they have money but they don't have time.
Yeah.
So when they don't have time, they need somebody to run it. They can give in terms of the money and then, but yeah. So definitely volunteering.
Yeah. So as we have a joining volunteering and charity, how do we want to avoid to being boastful in our charity?
All right. To avoid things like that, it's actually depending on your niyat.
Yeah.
So depending on yourself. I mean, you must know what to choose, which to choose, and definitely what to give and which to give.
Wise word. So from the last question just now, we will have a little short break. So we will come back after this. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned with us. Adia berkata di bibir tersentuh di jiwa.
Charity is a quality loved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is deemed generous and virtuous. Importantly, charity is one of the 5 important pillars of Islam, commonly known as zakat. However, there are a variety of charity formations: zakat, sadaqah, nadr, fidyah, kafara, idiyah, and aqiqah. Today's episode will be about sadaqah, consisting of intentional and voluntary acts of charity. The Quran repeats about charity various times, an example being: worship none but Allah, treat with kindness your parents and kindred, and orphans and those in need, speak fair to the people, be steadfast in prayer, and practice regular charity. Surah Al-Baqarah. There are multiple benefits of charity, but the ones emphasized in the Quran are protection from calamity. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, "Give charity without delay, for it stands in the way of calamity." Endless good deeds. Nabi Muhammad ﷺ said, "When a man dies, his deed comes to an end, except for 3 things: sadaqah jariyah, ceaseless charity, a knowledge which is beneficial, or a virtuous descendant who prays for him for the deceased." Protection from the hellfire. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, "Protect yourself from hellfire, even by giving a piece of date as charity."
Adia berkata di bibir tersentuh di jiwa. Welcome back everyone to our last segment for this episode. So for this episode, we will have a little twist, alright? Because we are going to doing some activities with our guest, Chef 𝐸𝒻𝒂𝐻. For doing some activities which is, Chef, we will pick a number from our charity box, which is from this number, Chef 𝐸𝒻𝒂𝐻 will answer the questions.
Okay, my favorite number is 21.
Cannot. You need to pick the number from this container, Chef.
Okay,
Alright, so are you ready?
Yes, definitely.
Alright, so we are going to start with the first question. So, Chef,
yeah.
may pick a number.
Only one.
Only one. Da-da-da.
Alright.
Okay, So, choose to.
Oh,
Ah,
tamak ni.
alright. Okay.
Alright, let me open lah what number
Okay.
Bismillah. Number 2.
Number 2. So we go to question number 2.
Right.
Okay, question number 2 is, which one is encouraged? Donating to an organization or donating directly to a helpless person?
Okay. If you ask me personally, it's a personal choice.
Okay.
If you know the person and you know her story, then you can straight donate to that person. But if you feel that you need some security, background check, like is it true? Because nowadays, there's a lot of scammer.
Yeah.
And we have to really be careful in terms of donating to the right person. So if you think you need confirmation, background check, so go to the organization. At least they already do all the necessary things before you're proceeding to share the donation or help the person. But if you know that person, like I said, if you know that person personally, just straight to the person itself.
Yeah, because I think if you go to the directly to helpless person, you are going to need to done a lot of things. Yeah, because if you donating to the organization itself have the things that they need to do.
Yeah, they have a proper structure where they know where to channel it, how to channel it, and definitely how much do they need. Yeah.
Yeah. So we as a person do not need to think a lot if we donating to the organization.
Yeah. But some people, Nana, they like to really involve in what they are doing. So if that person is really like want to know, want to help, want to assist, go ahead. Just go straight to the source. No problem.
I see. So there's a choice of people actually.
Definitely.
You can choose organization. You can choose to directly help to the helpless person.
Right.
Because there is a personal choice. You can choose anything that you want to. You can choose pick where you want to involve in donating the things. So we can go to the next question. Maybe? Yeah,
definitely. Why don't you choose the number for me?
Oh my God. Okay, I choose for you. All right. I have choose for 12. The question number 3, Chef.
Number 3, okay.
All right. Okay. So for question number 3, we have: is it true that we have to perform charity in secret?
Is it true?
Yeah.
I don't agree with that statement, definitely. Because for me, when you share good deeds, when you share good stories, it will influence other people. Like I said just now, something positive is contagious. So when you can spread love, when you can spread positivity, why you want to hide? Where more people can benefit from the action, like why you want to hide it to yourself? So you should spread it. I think it shouldn't be a secret. Unless that particular person don't want to be, they don't want people know somebody is helping them. Then you have to respect that. So for me, you should spread it.
Yeah, because some people think that if we are filming that we are going into the charity things, we are involved in volunteering, they say that we menunjuk-nunjuk.
Showing off.
Yeah, showing off.
All right. Okay. Showing off is, okay, let me share you a little bit of story, okay? Showing off is actually perception of the person who's seeing the video. It's actually when people thought you are doing something negative, is the thought of the person who receiving the video. But it really depends on the niyat. If you think that you want to do things, you want, okay, I want to help these people because I want to be famous. So your niyat is salah already.
I see.
It's wrong somewhere. Yeah. It's wrong. It's definitely wrong.
Yeah.
But if your niyat to assist the people, that by doing this, more people will help. So it's another story. So yeah, for me, like I said just now.
All right. So just it's up to the person who is seeing the video and who is posting a video.
Because in life we cannot satisfy everybody.
Yeah,
like
true.
Some people will think that, why are you doing it? Why are you helping? Why are you helping the person? He doesn't need it actually. But to your understanding, he doesn't need it. But from that person, maybe he'll see other angle.
I see.
So yeah.
Yeah, so as a donators, we don't have to think what other people say.
Definitely.
Yeah, if you want, if our intention is pure, just to help people, filming, posting is just not a big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we go to the next question, maybe.
Okay, silakan.
Alright. So
Tafadhal.
maybe Chef, Pick the number.
Okay. How many questions do you have?
7.
7. Okay,
Not
number
much.
1.
Number 1. All right. So we go to the first question just now. Okay. In this social media, what are your perspective on people who film themselves doing charity? It's related to our last question.
The question.
Yeah.
But for me, like if we want to share more on the perspective of the question, I think yes, there's nothing wrong by doing that, because when you share, like I said just now, when you share good things, it will benefit lots of people. At the same goes to negative thing. It will say the same thing. So if you can do positive stuff and share it with people and it can influence other people, so why not? Why not?
I think as an organization, as Islamic Relief Malaysia itself, maybe the organization itself need to filming the charity, because we want to know where the money goes to.
Okay, like in Islamic Relief Malaysia, when we do projects, we really need to go to the source and we really need to documented all the things that we donating, because we need to show to the donors where their monies go. So because nowadays people need to know, like I've contributed 100,000, but where the money goes, we need to see the stuff. So by doing this, so at least we make everybody happy. So the donators happy and the receivers also happy.
And that also can convince other people to donate to the organization itself. All right, so maybe we go to the next question. Maybe I can pick up for you.
Yes.
All right, so for the next question is question number 4.
Number 4. So we 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just not in sequence.
In sequence, exactly.
All right, so for the 4th question is, which one is encouraged? Donating to a charity in your local area or donating to a charity in another country?
All right. Yeah. Okay. I think this is a very interesting topic, because we know Palestine, our sisters, our brothers and sisters over there. But for me, it can be both. Sometimes when, like for example, Palestine, they are helpless. If we don't help them, there's nobody else are helping them. So definitely by helping them, by donating to them, it will at least lessen the burden. We can at least help. Like for example, the country is totally flat. So by donating to them, inshallah, will help a little bit. At least they can make a living by some of our charity.
So I think that's all for the question to pick the number.
Are you
whatsoever.
sure?
Yes. All right. So before we close our segment today, maybe you can give your last advice to our audience who want to start to joining or involve in charity, or maybe there are some people who want to involve in Islamic Relief Malaysia.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Nana. Okay. I would like to say thank you first for inviting me today. And then first of all, if you have a curiosity in helping other people, don't worry. Just go to Islamic Relief Malaysia website, join us, and you can see over there like all sorts of activities that we've been doing. Not only like not only like by giving money, but you also can hands on and even go to the ground zero. Like for example, during flood, or even Ramadan, or even school. When school open, we have this back to school program. So if you are interested to know more about charity, join us at Islamic Relief Malaysia. Join the website, follow us at our Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Thread, everywhere. As simple as that.
Okay, so if after last word from Chef Imelda, so we will end our episode for today. Thank you, Chef Imelda, for joining us for today's. All right, so for our audience, thank you for joining us for this episode. Before we end, don't forget to follow our social media at IIUMTV on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and TikTok. So, I am Nurhana, your host for today. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Adia berkata di bibir, tersentuh di jiwa.